What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and we have more Ice Barrier reveals from the Ice Barrier structure deck, and we're going to jump right into them. Out of the new cards, we got General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. Level 5, 2100 attack, 400 defense. If your opponent controls a monster and you control an Ice Barrier monster, you special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Ice Barrier spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Any spell or trap card sent from the field to the opponent's graveyard is banished instead. This is this is one of the best Ice Barriers ever printed. That is not a stretch of the imagination to say, because most Ice Barriers are terrible. But this one special summons itself, unfortunately, yet to be going second, but whatever. Special summon stuff, and it adds an Ice Barrier spell or trap card. Those are great, and it's also kind of a, macrocosmos, but only for spells and traps. Also, adding an Ice Barrier spell or trap card from your deck to your hand is very, very good, because Ice Barriers have their own search card that isn't a hard once per turn. So that is another good thing about it that you can do. They also have they have some decent spells and traps, but more importantly, they have their search card, and excuse me, that's the most important one. Anyway, let's scroll down. The Calm after the Ice Barrier Storm. Normal spell card, first, second effect are hard once returns. Tribute any number of Ice Barrier monsters. Special summon the same number of level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monsters with different names from each other from your deck. During your main phase, except for this turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your Ice Barriers that is banished or in your graveyard and add it to your hand. This card is also really good for Ice Barriers. Ice Barriers aren't very good at getting on the field, but as we can see with the new cards, they're starting to, force their way to kind of doing it. And they have like 3 cards total, I think now, that maybe two or three now that special summon themselves onto the field if you control another Ice Barrier, and this helps facilitate that. The whole point of the deck is to kind of lock your opponent out of doing anything, and this is a good way to set it up. And it's searchable with level 5. So, overall, great card for the deck. This whole deck almost needs a whole, rework. So, every card that they get in the structure deck is that's not a reprint, is probably going to be, really, really good, as opposed to the old Ice Barriers, which are really, really bad. And yeah, so we'll scroll down. Okay, so here's some reprints. We get Prior. Prior is also one of the ones that special summon itself, and I know that because I used to play Ice Barriers. Fun fact, I've said that before when I announced that this was getting a structure deck. So yeah, I used to play Ice Barriers because I thought they were cool, and I played them with Tidal as a worse rank 7 spam deck than Mermails and Dragon Rulers. But Tidal really made the deck and everything. And the format was slow enough, kind of, after Dragon Rulers got hit to 1, the big ones, to allow it to work. And it played a lot of staple cards, so it wasn't really Ice Barriers, it was more like an Ice Barrier shell. But Prior is one of the ones that I played. This one was really, really good. Raiho, he's pretty good too. I think he locks out spells and trap cards in general, or something like that. I don't remember what Raiho does off the top of my head, but I remember him being good, and I remember not playing him because he was level 6, and he was kind of awkward, at least for my version of the deck. I remember what this one does. This one, during the end phase, you special summon a Ice Barrier from your graveyard. General Gantala, the Ice Barrier, was really good, at least in that rank 7 version of it. And if you have a way to cheat him out on the field, he was really good. So, at least during that time. And it's not a hard once per turn. It's just a once per turn in general. So it got to like, so you got to like special summon. If you got multiples of these out, you could just keep special summoning from the graveyard. I don't remember what this one does. This one might be the spell trap card one. This one might be monster effects. I don't remember. Magic Triangle, I believe it's like if you have 3 ice barriers, you can banish something or special summon one from the hand. Medallion is the search card that isn't hard once per turn. I don't remember what Mirror does. Bryanak, Gungear, and Trishula, they're all 3 of them are amazing synchros. Bryanak got eroded and is now a fixed version of itself, which is what Konami probably envisioned it to be in the first place. Gungear is, I think it's still limited or semi-limited. This card was really good. Trish was really, really good and was on the forbidden list most of its life. Ironically, the Ice Bears weren't good at summoning their own dragons, but the Ice Bear dragons themselves were really, really powerful. Anyway, that is it for today. Tell me what you guys think of this new Ice Barrier support. And like I said, Ice Barriers need a lot of help, and these are definitely a step in the right direction, trying to make them playable. I'm not even wanting them to be meta. The deck isn't really even playable, even in a casual sense, unless you're like playing like against really, really bad decks. So yeah, that is definitely it for now. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays on Ice Barriers, maybe proving me wrong, maybe showing me some of the new support working, emails in the description. If you don't want to send any Ice Barrier stuff, that's cool too. You can send me your deck profiles and replays as well. And of course, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel for free. It's a good way to support it if you wish to. And finally, have a wonderful day.